happy and rich and famous and you meet.
Well, hello everybody and welcome once again to our little living room, the Irish pub here in the city of Groningen. 10 points to any English speaking person who can pronounce that one. We're starting a new programme, hopefully it'll be transmitted every week. I love that word transmitted, brings me back to the 40s, you know.
Morse code.
Yeah, tick, 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 tick. But we're going to have a programme every week featuring more than likely a musician who plays Irish music, possibly some other branch of entertainment. But what we're going to do is interview this person, and it's of course, to let you know once again, it's also promotion for our Irish stew that we're selling here in the pub Thursday to Sunday, and it's to try and obviously earn some revenue to get the bar open again eventually. So anyone who feels like an Irish stew, it's not only delicious and nutritious, it's also helping us to get this bar open again. I don't want to rant on too long because this is just simply an intro. I have with me today this wonderful, wonderful person. Her name is Annemarie de Bie, and I'm not going to tell you much about her because I know she's very articulate herself and with a great sense of humour. And I do have some questions here on a piece of paper which I will ask her. And apart from that, she's free to tell you everything. She's an absolutely wonderful musician. We've known each other for a long time. And you see, the first question is, who are you?
I'm Annemarie de Bie. That's my name. And I came to Groningen in '97. And I met a guy, and he showed me to the Irish pub, from whence I think I haven't ever really left. and got into Irish music, and I live in Oudhuizen right now. I have a husband, Peter, and my little daughter who's 4, and her name is Mina. And I'm a musician, that's what I do. I try to live off being a musician, and I write stuff, and I play Irish music, and I play theatre music, and that's me. And I'm 41, I think.
I think.
Because I always practiced like a year before. I'm going to be 41 next year, so I might as well practice how that feels. And then I come next year, I'm 41, and I think I'm 42. This is what happens.
Well, you could be 22.
Thank you.
Well, let's say and a half. Right.
Yeah.
Look, it's a fairly standard question these days, and I don't want to bore anybody, but I mean, everybody should know that obviously bars, restaurants, horeca, so hotels, bars, restaurants, we're all closed here in the Netherlands. We have been for quite a while, and we're probably going to remain closed for quite a while in the future. Apart from us running bars, it's the whole entertainment industry. It's on its knees. Everyone's having it rough. So my question to Annemarie, like I would ask any musician, how do you cope with this?
I think,
how?
Yeah, well, there's the financial part and there's the emotional part. Because the emotional part gets me because I don't practice enough because I don't like playing by myself.
Yeah.
I want to play for people. That's the whole point. I grew up in a family where playing to each other and singing together was a big thing.
Excuse me, your parents are musical, aren't they?
They are, yes.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, my dad has been a musician for as long as I can remember, forever.
So, totally in your blood.
Absolutely, I couldn't get away from it. I tried, and even my dad tried to put the brakes on a bit because he said, look, you should study and get a proper job first, and then you can be a musician.
Says a musician too?
Exactly, because he studied for a while and then couldn't agree with the way the dogmas and everything were going, because he was doing a theological study, and then he quit and became a musician. That's exactly what I did. I studied for a while and then quit and became a musician.
So you sort of followed in your father's footsteps against his better judgment.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did have another question relating to that. I mean, the direct question now is, how do you cope with this in relation to the pandemic and all of that? And as you said, the emotional part I understand that completely. Yeah. Music is like, it's our medicine, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
And you lose that, and you lose your income.
True. Yeah.
That's
Is that somebody ringing for the Granny Paddy's Irish stew?
Yeah, hey, we have an order coming in.
Bingo.
A rude interruption. Do with that now.
Yeah, sure.
Annemarie, we've spoken briefly about how difficult it must be for musicians, entertainers, the whole industry on its knees.
Yeah.
And we all know why.
Yeah.
But apart from that, for a person of your quality as a musician, and I mean this like sincerely, you're absolutely wonderful. You're multi-talented. I mean, you can just see now she's holding a guitar, right? But I've seen Annemarie. The flute is on the table. It's flute.
Dwarsfluit, yeah.
And she plays violin, guitar, and sings wonderfully. Any other instruments you play, Annemarie?
Well, the baron, I've been known to bang away a bit, but But,
never forget the boron, it's very important.
But it's so the thing that happens when you play Irish music, all these wonderful instruments turn up and you want to try them all. So I've tried my hand at loads of stuff, but in the end I'm a singer. That's what I am.
Well, look, you can say that, but in my opinion, you're a wonderful flute player, guitar player, violin player, singer, and on top of everything else, an entertainer. This woman gets up on a stage and just lightens up the whole room, hall, whatever. So, but having all that talent,
yeah.
Is it feasible? Is it possible? Can you actually make any sort of a decent living financially from music?
The thing is, yes, you can, but you have to diversify because, and I don't mean this in a nasty way, but. For one thing, I've chosen a kind of a niche. I started out with Irish music as a full-time musician.
Yeah.
And what happens is you soon find out, no matter how good you get, when you're not Irish people always get picked over you. Yeah, it happens. It's okay. I know why that is, because they're genuinely from Ireland. A lot of them are really, really good.
Yeah.
But there's also Irish people who are okay musicians. So it doesn't really matter how good you get. That'll always happen, or foreigners, and it's not just in Irish music, this happens all the time, because whatever you get from outside is always going to be more interesting and more piquant and whatever.
Okay, but over that word, interesting.
Yeah.
You've been to Ireland a few times, obviously, yeah. Would you not find the opposite when you're in Ireland, that as, people say, oh, this Dutch woman!
Yeah, playing Irish music.
Playing Irish music, oh, bring her on, bring her on!
Exactly, that's what happens.
Yeah,
it is. And suddenly when you're in Ireland, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good you are anymore. It's just, that's what I love about Ireland and what I miss here is that joining in over there is really all that matters. As long as you can do something entertaining to have a good night out, you're flying.
Absolutely.
And talk, make stories, chat. Yeah.
And
it's brilliant.
We're both good at that, aren't we? I'm the old Shanachie.
Oh yeah. No, but to answer your question is how do you make a living? You have to diversify.
You have
Just
to.
playing Irish music, you cannot make a living.
I mean, I've never really considered myself a musician. I'm more a lover of the music. I mean, that's one of the main reasons I opened this pub, because I missed it so much.
Yeah.
And of course, Irish stew.
Yes. Have we mentioned Granny Paddy's Irish stew? Did we mention that?
Well, we did mention it, but just to mention it again.
Yeah.
Granny Paddy's Irish stew. It's earned that name because Granny Paddy's my mother, and I was raised on Irish stew. I mean, as much as possible, I would just eat this until I would bust. But unfortunately, there was never enough, or maybe fortunately, because I'm not busted. But it's not really a traditional recipe, but it's very, very tasty. It's actually much nicer than the traditional recipe, and. We make a beef version, a lamb version, and even a vegetarian version. And all three, for me, I love them all. Yeah. So do come down sometime and try it. They're not expensive, and it's a good meal for anybody.
It's healthy.
And
it's a complete meal.
It is.
And it's got everything.
But is it delicious and nutritious?
Yeah.
Good for me, it's good for you.
It's true.
It's Granny Paddy's Irish stew.
There you go. There's a new song in there somewhere.
Oh, no, we have two songs about it.
Yeah.
The one is actually more like a big jingle. We have the lyrics, but nobody's actually put music to it yet. And if you look up on social media, you'll see the Granny Paddy's Irish stew song that Sterk wrote. Yeah. And we performed it here a couple of weeks back. Hold on a sec. Hi, do I have any more questions?
You asked me about is it possible to make money or earn a living So it is, but you have to diversify.
You have to diversify.
Yeah, but as an Irish musician, no matter how good you are, I know some other people that, like Philippe Mazur, who's amazing, has to diversify, has to do lots of other stuff. Siert has to do lots of other stuff to get by.
I know these people you're talking about, and I mean, Siert, for instance, he's widely recognised, I think, as the best, the most accomplished violin player, fiddle player,
banjo.
And banjo as well.
And he sings.
And he sings.
Yes.
You see, there you go.
I know.
And he has to diversify as well, just to.
He does, yeah.
As a lot of musicians say, they call it eking out a living.
Well, this is what happens.
No?
I remember those guys.
Yeah.
The CD. What are they called? The CD was called Eking Out a Living. Yeah. Something snappy.
Memory.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, I think that's enough information. We don't want to divulge all your information to them, you know.
Oh, can't do that.
And perhaps you'll come back someday and bring your violin with you.
Be great.
We don't have to prove anything because we've been actually playing sessions in this corner. Annemarie, you for 20 plus years, 22?
Well, first time I came in here was 98 when I was dragged here by Diep den Boer from Rapalja. Literally, he said, "Oh, you have to come to the Irish bar," and I'm like, "Irish bar? What the hell?" And then he just dragged me here, and then that.
Were you wearing clogs then as well?
I wasn't yet, I think.
Okay.
That was a year after I really got into the thing. Yeah.
So we're talking 22, 23 years.
Yeah, must be. Yeah.
I mean,
amazing,
it's amazing. It's amazing how time flies, and I can say time flies when you're having fun.
Well, yeah, that's
and
what happens.
let's admit, we had a lot of fun here.
Yeah.
I mean, cramming 10, 15 musicians into this corner.
Yeah, spilling over. Yeah.
For a Sunday session, and of course a few pints.
Oh yeah.
And you with your pints of tea.
I know.
Ooh.
That's a new thing, though. I'm off the Guinness for a bit.
Okay, but look, enough talk or banter for the moment.
Yes.
And because I want to give Annemarie an opportunity, and I want to give you people out there an opportunity to have a listen to this wonderful musician. Have you decided on a song for us?
I'm going to start off with a song called the Loch Tay Boat Song, because it's about a guy who's hard at work. And we're all hard at work, even though we have to work at home. And he and it's a love story because he's been jilted by his girlfriend and he doesn't know why. So he's just rowing up and down Loch Tay, wondering why. Mm-hmm. And I suppose we're wondering why about a lot of stuff these days.
Well, if you have a good listen, you'll find out why. Because without further ado, I'm going to get off the stage.
I've done my work of day, and I roll my boat away o'er the waters of Loch Tay. When the evening light is fading, and I look across Ben Lowers where the afterglory glows, and I think on two bright eyes and merry mouth. She's my beauty's knee and rua, she's my joy and sorrow too. And although she is untrue, why cannot live without her? Now my heart is a boat in tow, and I'll give the world to know why she means to let me go, as I sing the more glamour, I declare, than all the dresses rare. From Killen to Aberfeldy, be they lint white, brown or gold, be they blacker than the snow, they mean no more to me than the melting flakes of snow. And their eyes are like the gleam of the sunlight on the stream, and the songs that we folks sing are like the song she sings at Milken. Now my heart is a is full of woe. For last night she bade me go, and now the tears begin to flow as I sing Ria-ro. That is him. So, okay, so I'm sitting by myself here right now, but usually I play with a man called Dejan at heart, and he's a fantastic piper and whistle player, and he makes the most fantastic melodies, and he's really good at loads of stuff. And we've been playing together for about 15 years, and we're making a new CD because there's nothing else to do, and we thought a new one was due, so hopefully this year we'll have a new one out. And one of the songs that's going to be on it is called Sleep When You're Dead. And it's about a man who we met in Ireland who was in a bar, and he suddenly got up after just sitting there for ages, just staring at his pint, and sang Wooden Heart by Elvis Presley. And then he sat down again, and he left at some point, and we never saw him leave. And when we asked people about him, and nobody really knew who we were talking about, it was really weird. And we never saw him again. John, I think his name was. But a lot of people were called John in there, so I'm not quite sure. But and then I got to thinking about who John is and where he went and why he was doing what he was doing. And he was drinking so much. It was amazing. And him disappearing like that and not talking to anyone. So I wrote this song lyric called Sleep When You're Dead. And we left it for ages, and then we were doing the CD and thinking we need more stuff of our own, and we found this again at some point. I'd recorded it by myself and sent it to Dejan, and for some reason we hadn't done anything with it. So, but now we are. So this is, and I thought it might be appropriate to play this now. So this is for John and for everybody who's working really hard and yeah, having trouble getting out of the house sometimes, or back into the house for that matter. So sleep when you're dead. This is a man with a glint in his eye. He smiles as he walks through the door. The evening is young and the liquor is strong. Soon he won't hear the sound of his heart anymore. Light of the morning is just one more day. In oblivion he hides away. He covers his eyes till the night calls again. There are songs to be sung and drinks to no end. Sing out your sorrow and drink till you drown. Drown out the pain you have claimed as your own. Don't go to sleep, you can sleep when you're dead. Sink till the waves close over your head. Peace is a place he has long left behind, caught between the bed and the bar. It was there in his hands, but it fled like a dream. Now the fires of home seem so far. Sing out your sorrows and drink till you drown. Drown out the pain you have claimed as your own. Don't go to sleep, you can sleep when you're dead. Sink till the waves close over your head. There's one who's been trying to love him. Oh, she knows he just won't understand. How can you love once lost in the past? He might never get back home again. sing till the waves close over your head.
Lovely. Hey, Annemarie.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful song. Beautiful
Sure.
song. And an original.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I always like to hear originals. Perhaps you'll do us all one last favour
Yes.
for today, that
Sure.
is.
Yeah.
You've got that wonderful flute.
I have. Yeah.
Would you be so kind, maybe play a little
Sure.
tune for us?
Yes. Calin Jazz Cruchinamo and Mount Aragon. And that last one is a jig by Fling. Finally. Oh my god. That's really good. Mm. It's a bit hot, so I can't really shovel it down, but I would, you know.
Well, I'm glad it's hot then.
Oh, it's very good.
Yeah, it's supposed to be steaming, huh? So it is steaming.
Mm.
Oh, don't burn the. Yeah.
No, but you get all these people who make like real Irish stew
Yeah.
with Irish beef, but then it's all watery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be watery.
Well, it's different
Well, you have
strokes for different
things.
folks.
Yeah,
and-
yeah.
This is gorgeous.
Yeah. But
So
it's also-
I have to drive home for half an hour. This is gonna get me there.
Yeah.
I'll
Oh,
tell
yeah.
you.
That's the best advertisement.
Thank you, Granny Patty.
You'll be happy and rich and famous when you reach Paddy Stew. You'll grow up tall and handsome and extremely happy too. You'll be walking on the water. You'll be holding up the moon. You're loaded in your good boy and your Granny Paddy Stew. You'll be happy, rich and famous when you eat your Granny Paddy Stew. You'll grow up tall and handsome and extremely healthy too. You'll be walking on the water, you'll be howling at the moon. If you'll only be a good boy or girl, and eat your Granny Stew.